Okay, so what do we think? Innocent? I would have done it so innocent. Like I feel like
Innocent?
she's innocent.
Okay, I would have said guilty because
Like guilty of a slay.
guilty of a slay. 10 years to life.
Hey guys, this is Eric, and you might know me as Rico Taquito on the internet. Welcome to my brand new podcast, Gay and Afraid. Woohoo! I've been threatening to have a podcast for a while now, and I finally did it. So now you can listen to the sound of my voice wherever you are, whenever you want. And I know that's already a thing on the internet, but now we're doing a podcast, so. Each week, I'm gonna have a new guest come and join me around the campfire and share everything from our scariest and funniest stories to dating and relationship drama in our lives, to discussions on topics like mental health, being a queer person in today's society, how social media affects us, and so much more. I chose this campfire aesthetic for my podcast because I really wanted to put the camp back in camping. Today, my very first guest to join me on my camping trip is a good friend of mine, and I truly couldn't think of anyone better to be on the inaugural episode of Gay and Afraid. We're going to be talking about coming out of the closet with the amazing, the wonderful, the talented, the handsome, the stupid, Boman Martínez-Reid.
Hey.
If you're just listening to this, me and Bowman have a sign between us that is a classic camp trail sign, and one way points gay and one way points afraid. I'm obviously on the gay side, and I think that it makes sense that you're on the afraid side.
I'm very afraid right now.
Well, you're both.
Well, depends who you ask and what day.
Okay, so what's today?
I'm both.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
might. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. So for those of you who are listening, I wanted to introduce you to our buttons. We have buttons here. Bowman can pick up two as well.
Oops.
Oh. We have buttons that you might be hearing throughout the show, and if you're watching, these are the buttons. They're really, really funny. We just recorded them right before we started this.
We did.
Okay, first one is applause.
Applause.
Second one is
This one is.
Aww.
And this one is.
I like that
Yay.
one.
Yeah.
I think that one's great.
That one's the best.
I chose coming out of the closet for this guest because I feel like people didn't know you were gay, right? At first.
Yeah, I'm really mask, so they all.
Oh,
thought
yeah.
I was like a jock in school.
No, but like when you started TikTok, people didn't know you were gay.
Yeah,
right?
no, they didn't. Well,
Girls were hitting on you, right?
I was getting some very scary DMs.
Yeah.
I actually was getting like some salacious photos. I was like, living.
That's so crazy. I don't know why. I just like assumed.
Okay.
Well, you were doing like Real Housewives, like.
I know, like it was pretty like gay core.
Was it gay core?
It was gay core.
I mean, it was like bisexual core.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
could
I
it
guess
have
so.
been like leading?
I don't know. I think that in hindsight it was pretty gizé. Like
Gazay. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
That's good. I don't know if you can hear it. No, but I wanted to also like introduce the idea of the podcast. So basically it's called Gay and Afraid because when I was a young gay boy, but I wasn't really like gay yet. Like I didn't know, like really. I went on a Boy Scout trip. I was a Boy Scout. Yeah, I know how to do knots.
terrifying. I can't imagine you as a boy. You were actually a Boy Scout?
I was a Boy Scout.
Okay.
I learned how to do fire.
Do fire. I was doing the fire.
I was doing fire.
Okay.
Like, I was doing fire. And then I learned how to like do knots.
Stop saying do.
I was like a tiger, and then well, that's what no, that's one of the levels. It was like you have a
Tiger?
It's like when you're a Cub Scout, you're like a tiger, and you're like a bear. Oh my god, it's like gay. It's kind of like gay codes. Like,
And now you're an otter.
oh, is that what you think I am?
Yeah. I give twink, right?
You give twink like. I actually don't know what I am. But anyways, back to like.
Anyway.
Okay. But when I was a Boy Scout, I used to like, or I remember I got cornered. They I feel like they thought it out because we were around the campfire at a campsite, right? I think it was in 6th grade, and we're all like around the campfire, and one of them turns to me and they all like look, and they're like, Eric, that's my name, Eric, are you gay? And I literally, my whole body was like, and I filled with like fear
Scary.
and gay. And I was like nothing in that moment but gay and afraid. And I just think that's really like, everyone kind of has that moment before they come out that they've been like caught.
Yeah.
And I just think it's like.
Did you know what being gay was at that point?
I don't think I did. I think like.
I didn't know what the word meant.
You didn't know what gay was?
No. I thought that gay, because people at the time it was like all the jazz to say like that's so gay.
Yeah.
So I thought being gay was just like corny. So people were like, "You're so gay," and I was like, "I guess so."
But like there were signs for you, right?
There were some signs.
My favorite.
There were some signs.
I don't know if you were out, but I just know that like you had fake like Abercrombie ads made of your like head, of your portraits.
No, that's not a sign. That's just because I was cool. You don't have to bring that up.
I wish I had a picture.
I had I was obsessed with editing photos of myself on my iPhone, on my iPod Touch actually.
Oh yeah, iPod Touches were.
Yeah, and I had edited photos of me that I would take in my bedroom onto like an Abercrombie poster. So I was like an Abercrombie model, and then I took it to my mom and I was like, "Mom, can you blow these up really big so I can put them in my room?" And then all my friends thought I was an Abercrombie model. It was like,
really?
Yeah, I was like in my like
You're
digital
like
media era. Like I was like
the OG face
fooling everyone.
You were like an Instagram model before they like
they existed. Yeah, I did it first.
A pioneer.
Yeah,
a pioneer of your time.
Yeah.
I'll like watch videos of me as like a little kid.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh my God.
I can't watch that stuff.
He was gay. What is it? No, wrong one.
This one.
Yeah. Like I see myself and I'm like, gay. Oh my God. Like I was so gay. And like, I just didn't, it's not like anyone taught me to be that way. I was just like,
oh yeah.
I was just that gay.
And it's so interesting how, like even coming out, just like the people that were surprised that I was gay, I was always like, really? Like my mom was shocked.
Really?
You should have seen the look on her face. She had no idea. And I was like, Mom, I'm like dancing with a hula skirt on my head to Britney Spears with like my snake webkins around my neck. Like, that's a straight guy? Does that give straight?
But maybe you don't have like gay face. You know, like some people like you look at their face and you're like, you're kind of gay.
You have gay.
I think I do.
Yeah, I don't.
You don't. Not that. I don't know. Like, I think about like when I was coming out and how scary it was, and I was like, oh my God, everyone knew. Like for me, I feel like I came out in college though. Like I came out in college.
Oh.
I came out later.
I came out early boots.
Really?
Early Jones, yeah.
What grade?
So I came out to my friends in grade 8. The first person I told, I had a girlfriend, and I like didn't want to kiss her, and then one day I just went, wait a second, and then I told my bestie Jessica at the time, and then I told my mom. Actually, then I told my sister Alyssa, and then I told my mom.
Oh, okay.
And I told my mom by putting on a cape and jumping out of the closet.
Are you kidding me?
One of my many regrets. And I'm going to tell you why.
No.
In theory, it's like such a great story to tell now.
You've always been theatrical.
At the time, like when I was like upstairs, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And so I'm upstairs and I like put on the little cape. It was just like a sheet. And I was like, Mom, can you come upstairs? And she was like, yeah.
And you jumped out of the closet.
And I jumped out of the closet. And I was like, ta-da.
Did she know what you were doing?
No. She was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I just jumped out of the closet. And she's like, I don't get it. Oh my God, it was painstaking. It was like really awkward.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I've never met your mom, but she's very young and beautiful.
She's gorgeous.
She's like, everyone thinks you hired her to be in your show or something.
People think that I hired her.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my God, the woman that you hired to play your mom is like so funny. I was like,
it's because she's like good at her job.
She's really good at it.
And she's so pretty. And she looks like too young to be your mom. In like, in the sense that.
She's gorgeous. In the sense that.
No, but she does. She's like a
slays.
very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, she's so supportive. I love your mom. Like, just seeing her in your content is so nice. Like,
I feel like it's funny that you haven't met her. I feel like I grew up with you.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I went to high school with you.
I know. We have that like,
yeah.
I don't know. I will bring up that like you hit on me and that's how we became friends. But like, I feel like it was immediately platonic, which is like, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were like texting and then it kind of went nowhere. And then we like started texting again. And then we met in person. I was like, oh, we're friends. Like,
I don't even know what we talked about back then.
I don't know.
What did we talk about?
Some BS, like dumb shit, TikTok maybe.
Yeah,
but
that's funny.
No, I don't even. I remember when we met, I felt like I knew you forever.
Yeah.
But I feel like those are my favorite types of gay friendships where there's like, I feel like when you're gay and you meet someone who's gay, like your immediate thought is like, oh, are they attractive? Like, do I like them? Like, should I have a crush on them? Or like,
Did you ever feel like it was hard to make gay friends?
Yeah, like when like in Texas, I didn't really have any gay friends. Like,
were there gays in Texas?
Yeah, but they were.
What's that like?
It was that whale down there.
Well, down there in Texas.
No, like growing up in Texas was a little like, because I came out in college.
Yeah.
I was so scared to like have gay friends, or I didn't know what it was like to have a gay friend really. Yeah. So I think like that was hard. It was really hard for me to imagine. And also I had that thing, like there was only a few on my campus that I like knew about, like that I would like interact with. And I was like, should I have a crush on them? Like they're cute. Like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I don't know. I didn't know how to be gay yet. Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, so I didn't really have gay friends in college. Like I didn't know how to maintain a gay friendship. And then I think when I moved to New York, I was like, oh my God, there's so many gay people. And I had a gay friend group. And like, I was like, I started living with my friend from college or from high school who like was gay and lived in New York. So it was just like immediate like immersion into like what gay friendships look like. And that was so nice. You know, I feel like you have a lot of gay friends.
Yeah. Well, I had a different experience because I went to an art school.
Oh yeah.
So like everybody was gay. If you were gay, you were popular. So like people were like fighting to come out of the closet.
Popular?
Of course, like I was popular.
I was so not popular.
Aw. Anyway. But I just had boyfriends in high school.
Yeah.
I was like,
you did?
Yeah.
Like how many?
2, but they both lasted like 2 years. Okay. Excuse me.
2?
Yeah.
Wait, they lasted for how long?
The first one was like a year and a half, and then the second one was 2.5 years.
Oh my gosh, that's so long.
I know, really long.
That's really crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
See, like I just remember in my high school, it was not like scary. I had a class of 1,300 people, so you're like in
that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's
like
insane.
That's a lot of people to have.
Okay.
Like to go to like one grade to have like.
I feel like all like high schools in the U.S. are like that.
Maybe I don't know. I think it was like my area in Texas.
Yeah.
Because people will have like 200, 300 people they graduate. They know everyone in their class.
Terrifying.
It was literally impossible. So like I was more worried about like maintaining like under the radar status. Like I didn't want attention. Yeah, like I just like didn't want attention because I was like I didn't want people to like call me gay or like think too much of me. Is that sad to say? Like
no.
I just was like scared of the attention.
You just wanted to be Eric.
Yeah. Aww. I don't know. I just like but yeah, like I don't know. I think that was like different. It's like so different from how I live now.
Yeah.
I love attention now. So are you glad you grew up in Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Very.
I feel like Canada's so nice. I went to Toronto and visited you for your birthday.
You did. You came on like the coldest weekend of the year.
So cold.
It was freezing.
It was so cold.
And we were both sick.
Yeah.
So we didn't even really enjoy it. You have to come back in the summer. It's beautiful in the summer.
Yeah.
In the winter, it's like, do not come.
It's a lot like
not come.
Chicago. It
yeah.
feels like.
But it's colder.
Yeah, it was
and it's cloudier.
But it was pretty.
Yeah, it was cute.
And then your friend moved.
Simon,
yeah.
He just moved to Italy like last week.
That's so sad, his goodbye.
Really sad.
His au revoir.
Yeah.
He's like your best gay friend, right?
Yeah.
He's
just
me.
like my,
yeah,
well, I don't know, but he's like my like best friend Like he's like my Clyde. Like it's Bonnie and Clyde. Like we go everywhere together. We're like
you guys. He was so funny.
He's so funny.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, I feel like it's the end of my era too of like going out and like having gay friends, because he made everything so fun. And he was just like that girl. He just like took nothing seriously.
Yeah.
And now he moved to Italy. So now I'm like kind of scared. I'm like, everything's going to get so serious now.
Yeah.
Because gays can be serious. And I don't like that.
Do you think so?
Yes. Yes.
He was like throwing ass at your birthday party, like on the stage.
Like you've never seen.
Like I've never that thing was moving.
It moves.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like having a gay best friend is really nice. Like I understand.
Yeah.
It's like so nice to have like a go-to, and like my gay best friend right now, his name's Dom. I love Dom. Hi Dom. And he's so like I can't talk. He'll be mad at me, but he's a little messy sometimes.
Oh God.
He's like a messy gay sometimes, and I live for it.
But that's the fun of being.
That's
like,
the fun.
Gay. Like,
Yeah,
you gotta
like
get a little messy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, like back to the topic though. Like when I came out. Okay,
Back to me.
So
when
so when I came out, the first person I ever came out to was my best friend Bailey.
Okay.
And she was kind of knew what was up. Like she kind of knew where I was headed.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget, we were like in her room and I was like, I can't hold this anymore. I interrupted her. I was like, I can't hold this anymore. I was like, I hooked up with a guy. Like I think I hooked up with a guy, and I
made a huge mistake.
And like, I don't know if that was me coming out, but I just never forget. She was talking about a book, and she goes, "Okay, can I get back to my book now?"
She said that. Okay.
It wasn't
she
like
ate you up.
She literally was like, "Okay, saw that one coming." Anyways, like my book, like, and I don't know. It's just like it was so funny because I thought telling people about that would be so dramatic, and it was literally like she was like, "Okay, anyways," and that was just like perfect.
But
like,
that's nice.
It was really nice.
That's nice.
It was good. Like I think it was like she was so like supportive and knew and like didn't care that it was like nothing to her, which is like so the opposite I thought of like what coming out would be, or like telling people I was like really interested in boys, like what it would look like.
Yeah. I feel like coming out back then too. Oh, you came out in college. Yeah. I was coming out in like the Tyler Oakley days.
Oh my God.
When it was like having a GBF was like the coolest thing ever. I told my best friend that I was gay, and that I was gay, and she ran around the yard at recess singing, "I have a gay best friend," and I was like mortified. I was like, "Not this, girl! Like, pack it up."
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school, this girl asked me to be her boyfriend in 4th grade or 5th grade, and I was like, I have to ask my mom. So I went home and I asked my mom if I could have a girlfriend, and she said no. So I went back to school and I was like, my mom said I can't have a girlfriend.
Isn't it funny looking back on that stuff and like the things that girls would say to you and your reaction to it? Because girls would say things like that to me, and then I would think that they were like weirdos. Like I thought that they were like crazy for like being into me.
Yeah.
And I would go to my friends and be like, Emma just said this crazy thing to me last night, and all my guy friends are like, "What are you talking about?"
I know. I like genuinely have no idea what like a heterosexual relationship.
I don't know what they do. Like,
what do they do?
What do they do?
What do they talk about?
What do they do?
I'm like, what do you guys have in common? Like, let's be real. Like,
no, actually though.
I'm like, well, obviously I'm kind of half joking, but I don't know what they talk about.
I couldn't tell you.
Cause like at least when you're gay, like you like the same things.
Yeah.
Like
you're into the same guys.
Well, you're like, I don't know. There's like gay culture is such a thing.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I just feel like, I don't know what other people do outside of gay culture.
No, I don't know either.
Even gay Twitter.
But, yeah. Like, well, I feel like gay culture is so vast.
Yeah, there's so much, so many different things.
What do straight people do?
I don't know. They like
drink
I have no
beer. Idea. Well, I drink beer, but
that's why people think you're straight.
They see me with a beer in my hand.
But I like sound gay. Like you hear me talk, you're like, oh, I know.
Gay.
Like, yeah. Where's the button?
That's you.
But maybe you don't sound gay. Like I feel like you don't have.
You think I'm like mask?
Okay. Should I do my stream?
You got turned on like.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we gonna be okay?
So yeah, this girl.
Yeah.
Is I can't do it. This girl had huge knockers, bro.
I love when girls have huge tatas, dude. You don't have to do that when you... She had bazookas?
Bazongas. I don't know. I don't know. What do you call them?
I call them fucking bazongas, dude.
The thing is, I see that. Like, I look at women. I'm like, you are so beautiful. Every woman I see, I'm like, you're so beautiful.
Yeah, you're gorgeous.
I get the appeal. I get the appeal. It's just not for me. Like,
really?
I will celebrate you in a different
on
way.
the spectrum, like straight is 0, gay is 100. Where do you fit?
I don't know. I'm like really like in terms of like physical attraction to women.
Yeah.
I'm like there's like a 10%. Like the thing is like
So you're like a 90.
Yeah. I'm like a 90.
Okay.
I feel like I'm just like if not 100.
I'm like a 10. Like.
I feel like you could be 50-50. I believe that.
Really?
I don't know.
Aw, thanks.
With a shirt and then.
What's wrong with my shirt?
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. No, like I don't know. I feel like I don't even think. I know like attraction is so.
Yeah.
You can be. I feel like a lot of straight guys are actually so much closer to 50-50, but they can't admit it.
But they can't do it. Yeah.
Like
I will convince myself that any guy is some amount of gay.
Yeah, like I mean, they might not be.
They probably aren't.
But like I feel like the more straight they're trying to act, there's like more they're trying to hide or something.
Yeah.
But that could be false. Like I don't know. I also feel like straight guys get like I don't know. I feel like gay people we're free. Like, you know, this is such a weird thing to say, but like when you're
being straight is a prison.
No,
it's true.
I think so. No, but like when you're gay, like you already know like there's some part of you that will never fit into societal expectations, like what people like traditionally do. Like you're not gonna have a wife, you're not gonna like get her pregnant, have a baby. Like, you know, it's just not.
Which is also crazy.
Yeah.
Like people get pregnant.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day. Like you have to worry about that stuff.
Like imagine, and it's all on the woman.
That's crazy.
It's all like she has to have the birth control, or like she has to get the IUD. That IUD. Every time I hear a girl
I barely know what that is, and I don't like the sound of it.
Okay, it's just like
we don't have to turn it into health
stick like
class.
a metal thing inside you, and then you're like can't get pregnant, but it's not even foolproof.
It's not foolproof?
I think it's like 98 or something.
It's foolable?
Yeah, it's foolable. But that's so scary.
That's
like,
really scary, yeah.
I can't even imagine. But I do think like gay people have more freedom. Like once you like lose that, that like you're like, oh, I'm not gonna like look, talk, be, and like live a life like everyone else.
Yeah.
You just have more. I feel like that's when I started feeling like myself. I was like, well, I'm not gonna fit in. Might as well just like find what I want to actually be. And I think that like some like straight people don't always get that, or like, you know what I mean?
Honestly, even gay people don't even get that. I feel like that self-acceptance of just being like, I'm never gonna be straight, and I just have to like be myself and do my own thing. I know people who are still on that journey.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of just was like, yeah, this is happening.
Yeah.
Well, I think I moved to New York and I was like, I'm going blonde.
Well, you're like really gay, so.
I am really. I was like, I will be in Texas and I literally forget how gay I am. And I'm like walking around and I'm like, oh my God, I have a purse on. Like, why is everyone like, everyone knows.
Looking at me.
I was walking around.
Also, your blonde era.
Yeah, we need to bring that up.
Are you going to bring it back?
Should I? That was
you should.
It was like, okay, so my blonde era was like piss yellow. It was like the worst blonde you've ever seen for a week. And then we toned it.
You've never seen a blonde like that.
Never see a blonde like that again.
No.
Hopefully. Like, I don't know. But it was like, so I feel like that was me at my like full send.
You peaked early?
I don't know if I peaked. I was really like, that's when I was like working out. I had a full-time job. I was blonde.
How long were you blonde for?
I want to say like 6 months. Wow. 6 to 7 months. And then the pandemic hit, and then it was like I had an appointment to get my hair re-dyed.
Yeah.
And then it just grew out.
Right.
And I don't think I can go back. Like,
no.
You should
Please don't.
My hair was fried.
I always want to go blonde, but I feel like I would look like a Duracell battery.
What do they have blonde? Do they have blonde tips? Do they have like highlights?
Yes, highlights, but it's like a the base is brown and then the little.
Is it?
I'm not going to talk about the base and the tip ever again. Just so you
not on this podcast, anyways. No, but like I don't know. I feel like you would look good with like an ashy blonde.
You think so?
I feel like you could pull.
I think
you have
like
such
an ashy
great
brown.
skin.
Like I think that I could do like a brown.
Yeah, you could do. I feel like you.
I
Have
think I could go your color.
You have great skin, and like
Thank
I feel
you.
like, but also like when you go brown, everyone's like you're so tan. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm the same. It's just my hair is different.
Oh, interesting.
I'm like,
Is that your natural color?
yeah, it's my natural color. No, I actually get it
Yeah.
dyed. Like,
Yeah.
well, okay, this is a really embarrassing story. So my mom has told me my whole life I have dark brown hair, and it's
And it's
clearly black.
No,
It's
my
like-
mom told me the same thing.
She's
It's
like,
dark brown.
She's like, you don't have black hair, you have dark brown. And we were like doing something in like 2nd or 3rd grade where you had to stand up if you had stand up if you have brown hair, stand up if you have blonde hair.
You stood up
And I
for brown hair.
And I stood up for brown hair, and everyone was like, you don't have brown hair. And I was like, and even the teacher's like, Eric, sit down. And I'll never forget. I was like, who am I?
She gagged you.
She literally, I was shook.
Yeah.
I had no.
In grade 7, I relaxed my hair, like I straightened it.
Oh my God, were you emo?
No, I was Justin Bieber.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I had straightened my hair, but only the front was straight. So I had like bangs that like reached my like eyebrows.
The dream.
And I would like comb it so that it looked like it didn't move ever. Like it couldn't move, like scientifically, it was stuck in place. But I was relaxing my hair so much that it turned light brown. So I like the front of my hair was like.
Wait, so you
your
had
color.
curly hair and then straight bangs? I need to see a photo. That's really crazy.
You're never gonna get it.
That's actually really funny.
It was bad.
I'm like, see, my mom never let me have fun.
Really?
She would take me to the bathroom. She's like, I'm not paying for a haircut. And she'd buzz my hair every 2 weeks. So I never had like fun hair. This is why I have like I have so much hair now
Yeah.
that I like, it's hard for me to like cut it.
Yeah.
Cause I would always had a buzz cut and I just can't go back. I can't I don't know.
Cannot. Your head is too big for a buzz cut.
My head, I think like if I shaved my head right now, my head would look so tiny. Because people
Should we do it right now on the podcast?
Well,
The next segment, we're going to be shaving Eric's head.
imagine that'd be kind of cool. I feel like I'll do like a big reveal where I shave my head one day, and people be like, "He's going through it. He's going through it." Anytime I do anything, they're like, "Eric's going through it again," and I'm like, "What happened?"
You go through a lot. You go through a lot.
I don't know. Like, I feel like there's some people in this world who just they attract going through it.
Yeah.
Like something about them, like they're just always going through it.
Do you feel like you're one of those people?
No, I'm lucky, and good things happen to me all the time.
No, slay. Me too.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're a lucky person? Wait. Okay. What's your sign again?
I'm a Capricorn.
Yeah.
But I feel like I work for my luck.
Are
Because
Capricorns?
Capricorns are like hardworking. You think I'm hardworking, right?
You should see him editing one of his TikToks.
Oh, yeah, they're crazy.
It is. I literally am like la 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 la, and then I post it, and I'm
I'm
like,
on my computer for hours,
You're-
like hacking into the mainframe. Like,
literally.
yeah.
He pulled up one of his videos, and I was like, you spend so much time. I'm like, I can't.
But to me, that is easy. Like that
Yeah.
is it's like I can do that in 30 minutes and it's done. But the idea, I had to do, I went to an event and I had to do a come with me video. And it took me so long to figure out how to do it. I can't do them.
the voiceover.
And the voiceover.
I'm like,
I was
just
with my
can't.
friend and I had to ask him to leave. I was like, you gotta go. I have to do something. It's gonna be bad.
I'm like,
It's gonna be very scary.
there are people who are so good at. There are people who like do a voiceover with people in the room, and I'm like,
I could never.
I could
Ever.
never.
Or like I see people like reviewing food with somebody else like in the car in the room. I could never do that.
I don't know how they do it.
It's so scary.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I wish I had that talent. Some people are really good at it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. You're like really good at editing your way, like your specific way.
Thank you.
And I'm good at just talking shit. I think that's about it.
Yeah, you're good at some things.
Can you name a few, please? I don't know.
No, you're really great at some things. Like you're great. You actually can talk a lot for a long time.
That's actually true.
It actually is.
No, like like
You know how to talk.
So me and my boyfriend Ruben, we will be like hanging out, and he hits his social battery limit so much. Like, well, obviously, like he's more introverted, so he'll hit his social battery limit. I will talk for 15 minutes. I will talk for 15 minutes straight, and I'll be like, Ruben hasn't said anything. And I look over at him, and he's like this. He's just like sulked over in his chair. He's like, please
Make it stop.
make it stop. Like I can't do it. And I'm just like, okay, so next topic. I just like
You're a torment.
I do.
And a lot of people are scared.
I love bullying people I love. Does that make sense? Like I love to make fun of people who are really close to me. Like it's just so fun.
Yeah.
But like in a nice, like loving way.
I feel like I don't do that. Like I'm not one to tease.
No, you're not.
You're really good at it, and I'm really not.
Well, I say everything with like a big smile. So I feel like I'll say something so mean and I'll be like, and then I'll just be smiling and people are like, oh, it's a joke.
Yeah.
But sometimes people get offended.
You got to be careful.
No, I've like upset some people. I'm like, it was a joke. Like it was joking. Like,
Yeah. I'm too scared to tease.
it's the Canadian in you. You're very nice.
Okay, but you know what? It's funny. Canadians are nice, but people from Toronto aren't.
Really?
Yeah. So, and I live in Toronto, and nobody's nice.
Really?
No, they're nice. They're nice people. They're nice people. That was my PR.
Do you think like in Canada people are more accepting of like gay people or like accepting in general? Like when you came out and stuff, like
I would say so, especially than other places like in North
Texas.
America, like Texas. My coming out was very, very easy. I had it very easy, but I also know people who have had it very difficult.
yeah.
Coming. It's
I
just
feel like
about
it's
like
like
your community and like your family and stuff.
I was like, I think I was scared to come out because my mom is like she's grew up Catholic.
Mm-hmm.
And even like my grandparents, like my grandpa was almost a priest, like they were like
Really?
very religious.
Oh my God.
And my mom took us to church every Sunday. And then it turns out they're like the most accepting people like ever. Like my grandma, she like asked about my boyfriend and like wants to know.
Oh my God.
And I remember like I have a gay cousin, she like lives with a woman, and I remember I don't know where we were at a wedding. I think I don't know why my grandma started crying, but she's like I love you no matter what. And she was basically like telling me like I know you're gay, but I was like, why is this woman crying? I was like,
You should like calm down.
I was like, you don't know. Like, but no, I'm like, it's so crazy to have that support and like I don't know what I would do without it.
No, genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that for me, my family was so accepting, but I think that my school was such a saving grace. If I went to like a normal public school, I don't know what I would have done.
Yeah. So like it always amazes me, like even like I feel like the first time I was introduced to people really being like kicked out of their homes is like Drag Race. Like they have so many people who like contestants who don't like are on the show like yeah, my parents kicked me out when I was 15 and like I just figured it out and now I'm doing drag and I'm like to like find your way at that age and like end up
It's crazy.
doing drag and doing it professionally and being on TV is like so insanely cool. And it's so cool that like drag is such a part of gay culture that
I know
it like builds people up and like builds community.
Even that, like I made so many of my gay friends from going to watch Drag Race at the bar.
Oh yeah,
like
that's
that.
sweet.
It was just such a community builder. And
Yeah.
we would just like cheer and scream. We would go to a sports bar to like watch Drag Race.
That's so because
So
there's like
fun.
there's not that many gay bars anymore, right, in Toronto?
No, they've all closed. There's 2 left, and one of them is about to close.
No, you need to open one.
I do, and I will.
Yeah, you.
It's
should.
actually one of my dreams. I want to open a gay club. It's gonna be called Bottoms Up,
That's good.
and then I'm gonna open one next door. It's gonna be called Top Down. Don't act like that doesn't
That's
eat.
good.
Don't
No,
act like that
that's
doesn't
actually,
eat.
That's great branding.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so there was a game. There was in GTA. There was a liquor store called Liquor Hole, and I think that's still one of the best names for a store ever.
It's a great name.
Liquor Hole.
It's a great name.
No, but I feel like the first season of Drag Race I ever watched was season 9.
Mine was season 8.
Oh, season 8.
Season 9 is my favorite though.
Oh my God.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's so okay.
That was like peak.
Me, like I was studying abroad in England, like London, and I'll never forget. Like they had Drag Race on their Netflix, which they didn't have in the like United States. So I watched season 9 because it was like the most recent season, and I'll never forget being alone in my dorm, like, and seeing Sasha Velour take that wig off her head,
insane.
and I was like, I remember screaming by myself, like, and just like being like, that's so cool, like, I think
changed the world.
It was a great. Oh my god! And now they're all like, they all do the reveal. Everyone's
like the season 10 finale when they're all in those like costumes.
Giant costumes. But that's what wins. Like the best part.
I feel like they banned them or something because now they don't happen.
Or
it's
like
so boring. Like,
maybe because it's so expected. Like they don't do it. But like hers was amazing because literally could not see it coming.
No,
couldn't see that wig coming. I don't know how. Like brilliant. I think Sasha Velour is still one of my like top drag queens.
I want to see her live. She does that like really cool stage show where like
a like smoke and mirrors. Yeah. I want to go. My friend went.
Cool. It's in New York, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or maybe she goes on tour.
I think she goes on tour.
Yeah.
But she's really like a visual. She's like a graphic designer.
Yeah.
She's like a very visual person.
Yeah.
I think she's one of the coolest winners. Really cool. Her, and then even Violet Chachki, her like aesthetics are out of this world. Like Bob the Drag Queen.
I love Bob and Monet.
I love Bob and Monet
so much.
They like crack me up. Do you see Monet just painted herself blue and like put rhinestones?
That was so good.
I'm like, they just like.
Did you watch this season?
I did. So I was like, kind of, you know how like Drag Race, it kind of, for me, it kind of fell off. Like not like I didn't, but there's so much Drag Race happening all the time that I can't keep up.
Yeah.
And so like, not that it fell off, but like I couldn't pay attention to it all. So I kind of like stopped going to the bars and like stopped watching.
Yeah.
After season like 11 or 10 or 12, like I think it was just a lot to keep up with. Yeah. Because there's like All Stars and this Drag Race Canada, so good.
We're on it.
You were on it. Yeah, you were on it. Yeah. That is so cool.
Yeah. And I actually really liked Mistress.
I
thought she was so good at Drag Race.
Yeah. I feel like everyone goes onto the show worried about what people are going to say. Yeah. And she just kind of went and she's like, I do drag. This is my job. Yeah. This is how I act. Yeah. Outside of the show, like I'm gonna be real.
So good.
And I think she's just really talented too.
Have you heard of the theory that Sasha Colby's gonna like take over the show?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't believe that, but
I don't know, cause
I feel like of all the winners, I feel like it's like a Bob the Drag Queen type of thing. I feel like if anybody was gonna do it, it'd be her.
Yeah, but I think like Sasha Colby has like a whole drag history we don't know about. Like everyone talks about it, but
I feel like I don't understand the magnitude of it.
I feel like she's been like in her own world, like a RuPaul of sorts. Yeah. Like she's really up there. Yeah. And then RuPaul is like very commercial. Like now he's everywhere. You know, everyone knows who RuPaul is. Yeah. So maybe she's like, that's why people are saying that. But I think she's so talented and like she has. Yeah. Also, I have no idea how old she is. She looks so young to me.
I had to look it up because I was so confused by it. Yeah. I had no idea.
Her body's crazy.
She's like in her 30s, I think.
Yeah. Her face is like just
gorgeous.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. And also like I forget that being trans and on RuPaul's Drag Race is like a big deal because like I don't consider it like something that like wouldn't make sense, like makes so much sense, and like the fact that she won.
But there were like years where like they weren't allowed.
Yeah,
which is really
crazy,
spooky. Like
I really think that people can't have empathy for things they can't experience. Like a lot of people, like
people just don't understand what they don't understand, and they're not willing to understand what they don't understand.
Like even I feel like the type of person who's upset about like a trans woman is the type of person who was like they didn't believe in COVID until they had COVID and they were like, pray for me, I have COVID. Yeah. Like they had no empathy for what other people were going through because they hadn't experienced it. Yeah. And I think that really shows like their mindset is not to like see something that's happening and feel like, oh, they're a human being. I'm gonna feel bad or like see them as that. It's just like a wall between like reality and like what they're experiencing. Yeah. And I don't know, I feel like the more that happens, like if you're a minority in any way, like you have some sort of
thing to base it off of.
Yeah.
Like you have to go through that pretty early. I remember learning like that everybody has a story. I remember like my high school was like Degrassi. Every kid had some sort of thing going on in the background that you didn't really know about until you learned about it, and you were like, oh.
Yeah. Okay, so when I was in the Boy Scouts, we used to roast marshmallows over the campfire and tell stories. So something I want to do every episode with my guest is campfire story times. Now we're going to be diving deeper and asking some questions for Boman. Okay.
Okay.
If you're not watching but you're listening, we're holding marshmallows on a stick and we're gonna be roasting them over the fire. So my question for you is, who was your first like crush, like whether on TV, probably like on TV or like in your life? Ooh.
My first crush on TV was Dylan Sprouse.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I had a dream about him. It was a good dream.
No.
And then I woke up and I was like, no, hold on a minute. That's not right. And it was like a thing where at the time I didn't know that that's what a crush was.
Yeah.
Because that's a thing. Like
I didn't know what a crush. I didn't know what a crush felt like until like because I was feeling things for my friends that I wasn't supposed to be feeling.
Yeah.
My first like TV crush. Well, there was two. Oh my God, is it good?
Like it's just a.
It's a marshmallow. No, he took a bite out of his marshmallow. I was asking. No, but my first crush was like it was on Zac Efron and Corbin Bleu. I think at the same time.
Oh.
Because like
you're diverse.
They were both so cute. Like
you're
you know,
so
like
inclusive, yeah.
Shut up. No, but I remember like I wanted them to kiss so bad. Like
you wanted them to kiss?
Yes. Like I don't know, like, you know, you're on Google. When you're on Google and you're like boys kissing. Like do you ever
Zac
do that?
Efron and Corbin Bleu kissing.
No, yeah. Like I wanted to see that. But it was
Zac Efron and Corbin Bleu kissing no pants.
They were like kind of gay. Or no, it was Corbin Bleu and then Ryan Sharpay's brother. They were kind of gay, right? They like changed outfits.
I think Ryan was pretty good.
Well, Ryan. Okay,
but
I wanted to be Sharpay too. Like fuck what's her name? Gabriella. I wanted to be Sharpay.
I also had a crush on Alex Russo. No, not Alex Russo.
Oh,
the boy, not Justin, not Alex.
Oh, the British one?
No, the little one. Max Russo.
Oh, yeah. I knew who you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was also on the Fosters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember I thought he was so like cute. But I don't know how old I was. I was probably like 10,
he was older than me.
12?
Yeah.
Maybe. I remember I thought Selena Gomez was so beautiful.
I told everybody I had a crush on Selena Gomez.
Because
in my head, I did.
I told everyone I had a crush on Lady Gaga, but I just was like, rah, rah,
Something about her in that like outfit, the balls. Like
I always think about like I feel like gay people really love pop music.
Yeah.
And like me as a young, like not even out gay person, like, you know, in the car hearing Just Dance or Poker Face for the first time and being like,
or Love Game. Oh my God. It was revolutionary, the sounds I was hearing. You've never heard music like that.
Do you remember Paparazzi?
The music video?
Oh my God. Music video and her performance where she's like leading out.
God, her performance.
Oh my God. I was
shocked.
People were screaming.
Yeah.
I was screaming. But anyways, like the running theme of the podcast is basically, you know, that moment in my life that I'll never forget where all the Boy Scouts like turned to me and were like, "Are you gay?" And I was like, "No, no." But I'll never forget that moment. It's like stuck with me forever. Do you have any moments in your life from like your childhood or like something that you'll never forget?
They all come in flashes.
I know.
Like a lot of them aren't stories. It's just like things that would happen that I would be like, that wasn't supposed to happen. Or
yeah.
Like, what was that?
Yeah.
But I think that the one that sticks out was I had this best friend. His name was Dylan. We were in grade 3 and we were playing outside in the snow. This was like during recess. So like everybody was around because you might not know this, but when it snows,
you get a snow day?
No.
That's what I thought.
Yes, but like when they clear the snow on like the school like playground, it makes these huge hills of snow called snowbanks, and you like play on the side of them, like you slide down them, and it's like
is that
the best
when you
day
do your
ever.
checking or your savings? because of snowbank.
This was fun. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Okay,
you're the
snowbank.
worst.
And so you would like.
Anyway, so I'm on the snowbank.
Yeah.
And this was like, I used to be friends with him, and now I'm like hanging out with like the girlies.
Yeah.
And then one day we're like hanging out on the snowbank with like all the kids, and Dylan turns to me and he goes, "Boman, are you a girl?"
Oh my God. What was
I
the
was shaken to my core. I was like, "No."
So you lied.
Okay.
No, that's crazy.
I think he was trying to say like, "Are you gay?" And
he didn't have the word.
He didn't
See,
have the
people
word.
didn't know what gay was. That's really. It's like those moments that they will not remember.
No.
They'll make a like you'll make or they'll make a comment to you.
They'll ruin your life.
Yeah.
And they have no memory of it, and it's like stuck with me forever.
It's like stuck with you forever, and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like another one of mine is like this girl in middle school. I just got my braces off. And I was like smiling. I was happy. I was running down the halls. You know, like it was a good day for me. And this girl, she was my friend. And she she told me my teeth were too big for my head. So I stopped smiling in pictures for like 5 months. And I'm sure if I asked her, if we were still talking, if I asked her about it, she would have no recollection. Like absolutely no recollection about anything she said to me about that.
She ate you up.
She ate me up.
She ate you up.
Well, anyways, we're going to jump into our game called I'll Be the Judge. We're going to be reading fan stories and judging whether they did the right thing or not. So let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So now that me and Boman are in our wigs and we look like we're about to invent electricity, I think we're ready to start our game. I put a little question on my story and got some fan submissions about some moments in their life that they think that we should judge. So I think we're ready to get started. How do you feel?
I feel like I'm sleeing.
You feel like really good, like
And I feel so good.
it's just like something new, like something fresh. Like
Just like got like a little bit done in my hair.
I like the curls.
Do you love them?
I love them. Like
I love that.
Who'd you go to, Becky?
No, I went to someone new, Sandra.
Sandra.
Yeah, she does
I
like
have to look her up.
she does like everybody's hair.
Oh.
She does like George's hair,
Oh, like
Washington.
oh he. Well,
She does a lot.
order in the court. Our first first submission is being dumped and then making them get back together with me so I can dump them.
And I feel like that's awesome.
No, I like feel like that makes
Wait,
sense.
so they dump them and that they get dumped?
They like got dumped. Like, are you gonna judge them? Like, yes or no? Are you judging them?
I would
I can do that too. Yeah.
I would not judge them. I feel
I feel
like
like-
I would like do that too, provided the circumstances are like really not in my favor. You just have to get control of the
I
situation.
feel like it depends
sometimes.
on like who the guy was.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like she's justified in like the sense that like it just makes sense.
No, yeah, I totally agree. Like, I feel like
I love your bangs.
Thank you. They're new.
Yeah, like I love your bangs.
Thank you.
Okay, so what do we think? Innocent?
Um,
I would have done it so innocent. Like I feel like
Innocent?
she's innocent.
Okay, I would have said guilty because
Like guilty of a slay.
guilty of a slay. 10 years to
Yeah.
life.
Okay, the next one is in. When my friend does one thing annoying and I contemplate if I want to be friends with them.
Contemplate.
Contemplate?
Just like rip off the band-aid.
Yeah, if you're like thinking about it.
And the
just, like, do it.
relationship, girly.
Yeah. Like
If
it's
you're-
like
first of all,
toxicity.
Guilty for having annoying friends.
Yeah, like I feel like she's guilty of something herself. Like the thought.
I feel like if you have annoying friends, you're probably like annoying yourself.
Do you feel like that?
Takes one to know one. Yeah.
Well,
like
like-
I'm friends with you, and I feel like that means that I'm annoying. So like,
Well, like
does that
why
make
would you
sense?
say that? Like it's my special day and you're like bringing that up right now? I think she's guilty.
Okay.
Guilty of perjury.
It's giving perjury.
It's giving perjury. Yeah. Guilty. Yeah,
Perja.
guilty. Okay, like when I was 16, I broke up with my 18-year-old boyfriend by lying and saying that I'm asexual. Okay, so I agree with lying. Like,
Sometimes it's so important to lie. It can be healthy.
I think lying is a really good skill.
Yeah.
I think that she's right. I think she's innocent.
I think she's guilty. So guilty. How ugly is the boyfriend that you have to lie about something like that? So
I just
rude.
feel like lying's easier.
Have you ever lied to get out of a relationship?
I'm like trying to think, like, no. But I wait to get broken up with. I don't break up. I like move on, but I don't break up. You know?
Yeah.
Like mentally, I'm not there.
I just feel like breaking up is easy. Like, just say like, hey, I can't do it anymore.
You know, like, hey, like,
you're really annoying.
See, yeah, that's true. Like, hey,
you just don't hit it for me anymore. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. Within minutes of the first date, I knew it wasn't going to work because they started singing Hercules.
Okay. Was it good singing or
like,
was it bad singing?
It. Like, well, like, would you like it if it was good singing? Like, we just met. And I was like, like, would you like that?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Like a little.
I feel like I sing on all my first dates.
Like how soon? Like as soon as you meet them, or
I sing to the waiter. I sing to
Can
them.
I get a sample? Oh, like a little Britney,
like I'm just like, I like it, yeah.
I think she's right. I think she's right.
Yeah, like.
I think she's innocent. Like, if you don't like someone singing, then don't sing with them.
Well, if you don't like someone singing, then grow up. Some of us have to sing sometimes.
Okay, well, I'm saying she's innocent.
Some people are born with like conditions where they can only sing.
No, like
they can't do other stuff. They have to sing. And so like she's actually being incredibly exclusive and not inclusive at all. If you think about it. Guilty.
We've changed the answer to guilty. Okay.
2 years to life.
The next one is I vlogged my grandpa's funeral.
Aww.
I never shared the video and he was a horrible person.
Aww.
I feel like that's really sweet.
That's so cute.
Like if I was dad, I'd want to, yeah, aw.
So cute.
Oh, wrong one, guys. Yeah, like vlog your grandpa's funeral. He wants to be remembered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I vlog every funeral I go to. So congratulations to her for vlogging.
Yeah,
like, get your
good
bag.
for you. You're innocent. I'm so proud of you. Okay, last but not least, we have I deleted my aunt's wedding photos because she wouldn't pay me. I feel like that's fair. Like she's in the bag.
Yeah.
Or maybe that's right. Like, I don't know. Like if my aunt wasn't paying me every second of the day,
yeah,
I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, I make all my family members put me on their payroll.
Yeah.
So like get on the payroll. Get your bag.
Payroll. Yeah.
You can't be like doing free work.
Like honestly, why not rob her? Like if you're
Seriously.
gonna like, you know, delete the photos, rob her.
Innocent.
Innocent.
But she probably has to do like volunteer work just for like
innocent. Well, thank you guys for listening and or watching, and thank you so much, Boman, for being my first guest. Woohoo! I had so much fun.
This was a lot of fun.
I'm so excited that you got to be here. Don't forget to follow, rate, and review Gay and Afraid wherever you get your podcast, and subscribe to Past Your Bedtime on YouTube for full episodes. You can find me at Rico Taquito on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, don't. We'll see you next week, and I hope you had fun. Have a beautiful day.